Good morning, everyone. So today I have a bit of a job in front of me. As you can see, this is one of my test files that I was working on. I want to recreate my patterns, which I've been creating in Canva here on here on Illustrator. So I started this project this past week, and I did make some progress of the collection and how it was looking. So I've decided to change how I'm going to do it. So I'm just gonna share with you my new process. And today I am going to be changing the colors of one of my previous collections and changing the repeats as well in that collection. So it's called, when I created this collection, it's called the Very Perry collection. I work on these patterns to make the whole pattern. This is one of the patterns, firstly, to make them seamless, because they weren't seamless repeats when I created them. And then the second part is to recolor the artwork. And this I'm going to do in Illustrator. And then, yeah, so it's a lot of work, but I want to do it because I'm not quite happy with how these collections look now after 3 years as collection. And I called it the Very Perry collection. But the colors, it was like a purple. Back then I loved purple. I'm not so in love with purple right now. And so I want to change the name of the collection, the feel of the collection, everything. I'm just going to minus here and reopen that other document. Is it gone? Sometimes Illustrator really slows up all my programs. So I have to this one and then Control V, because I've already copied the color palette. And then I'm going to go to my swatches panel. And then I'm just going to add this one and create it as swatches for garden. You can really leave it without a name, but for today, let's just give it a name. And then the next thing I'm going to do is just select all this design, edit colors, recolor artwork. For you, it might not open the advanced version. So you're going to have to just go to the advanced version, because sometimes it doesn't open the advanced version. Okay, so after that, you're going to go to your swatches here. I'm just trying to keep this. Let me zoom out. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that you can see the changes behind me as it's happening. And then I'm going to go to swatches for garden. And you can see immediately, like, I was able to change the colors. So that's what I like about working in Illustrator. You can change the colors immediately. Now, I like this one, but not so much. I have a vision for what I want my collection to look like. So I'm just going to keep scrolling. Not this one. This is too red. This is also too red. Also too red. I like this one, the feel of this one. Now, in an ideal world, I would save this one and keep it, but it's not giving what I want it to give. So I'm going to keep I'm just going to keep scrolling and see one of the things that I visualize for. Oh, I love this one. Okay, let's save this one. I'm going to file, save as copy. Yeah, and then I'm going to save it as that. So the other ones are going. That is it for these documents. Now there's a lot that I'm going to have to do after this to edit it, and this is not the only thing that I need to do, but I can actually move that because this is the first design. And then I'm going to find the next one and open file or PDF. This one I'm going to select all of it. I didn't do that too much. Control plus to zoom, Control A or Control C. Yeah. I'm going to Control C this one, and then I'm going to copy it to this one so I can just save it in one document. Control V, just so that it's easier to keep it as a repeat and to change the dimensions, everything that I want to change when I'm ready to change. And then I'm going to go again to edit colors, recolor artwork. And then just like I did with this one, I'm going to go to the swatches. And then, yeah, it's immediately gone to something that I already like. And then I'm going to, let's keep swiping. Let's cancel first, because I want to kind of see if I can zoom it a bit more and drag it to the left. Yeah, so that I can see the pattern on this side a bit better. And then I'm going to go again to file, edit colors. Oh, I didn't select anything. Okay, here we go. Edit colors, recolor artwork. Right. So I just zoomed in a bit more so we could see the whole pattern. Then I'm going to select the swatches for garden. I'm not okay with how the background here is looking. So I'm going to keep swiping, but it's basically to keep it within the colors that you saw even for the other piece. So this is nice. Let's keep going. See, there's so many options and you can really get lost in this. Oh, I love this one. This one is pretty much my vibe, so I'm going to say okay to that one. And yes, so it's pretty much keeping it in that frame of a collection, but we've got different pieces, you know what I'm saying? And we've got different looking pieces. And they still need to be into seamless patterns, but for now, here, it's pretty much a repetitive process. And I'm going to continue that for all of this one. And keeping them into one folder is going to help when I'm creating them into repeats. I can work in right direct here in Illustrator like this and just change them like all of this and move it to the side here and all of these circles, etc. Or I can work in Affinity. So saving them as a PDF really helps that process. There's a lot that goes into the work, like you're going to see when you look at the layers panel, which I'm going to show you now. Let's open a new document. So going up to after 4, we're going to the 5th one, and I just want to show you how it looks from this side. Yeah, this is exactly the pattern that I was thinking about. This is the first pattern that you guys saw. Let me, yeah, right. Because I had a vision of a carpet that was going to look exactly like this, right? So with this, the layers are just so many that creating it into a seamless pattern, I'm going to have to take everything that's on this side to this side. And sometimes you will discover that if you select one thing, right, and you delete it, it appears like there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. Control Z. Let me show you the layers here. Let me just make my, so I find that with aspects like this, especially with the clip, it's easier to work with Affinity design, because Affinity can really tell that this was a circle, this was a triangle, this was a square. You know, it doesn't read some of the patterns as something else or some of the motifs as something else. So I can work with Affinity better. With that, I'm going to leave a link of my Affinity class. You can sign up for that class. It's linked down below, and there will be a code you can just copy here. So you can go direct to the website and sign up. And I'm going to go to edit colors, same thing. I'm just going to swipe a bit more. I like this one, but not that much. This one is nice, but let's keep going. This is my vibe. And I'm just going to say, okay, yes. And Control S to save that. So yeah, you can see that we have like a collection going now. Okay, so here we are. Let me zoom out. I never thought I could run out of space on my Illustrator, but today I realized that I can run out of space. So here we are. This is the document, and I've transformed all the colors. And right now I'm loving this design the most. I might change the colors and this one as well, or remove the repeats completely. I haven't decided on that one. But I just wanted to illustrate before I close to show you what I mean when I'm talking about. Sometimes I have to go into Affinity to check it, and sometimes I have to come back to Illustrator to understand it. You learn with time like which program works, and sometimes you have to move in both programs to understand your what you're doing exactly. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that like they need to be changed themselves. Like, and I want to go fine into this one today. And yeah, I'm gonna make all of these into seamless repeats in Affinity, most likely. I'm gonna try and work in Photoshop. But Photoshop, I find it, I keep saying Photoshop, but Illustrator, I find that it takes a lot of my time because you could go into Canva. I'm just gonna close this here, Control S, and then stop share this one. And another thing that you could do, open your documents individually and then take aspects of your repeats that you want to create, right? And then create them in a 20 by 20 meters space in Canva and just copy them and paste them into that area. And then when you go back, you are saving them as SVG or PDF. So I'm going to show you an example here. So if I was working on this one, right? Let's see. Okay, let's just say this one because I can just see it's taking its sweet time. Then here on the options, right? You can say download, and there's different options. So when you're downloading these files, you can't download them as PNGs ever. This has to be a PDF or an SVG file. And you can even save them with transparent backgrounds. That's also going to make it easier when you are working with some of the elements in your creations. For example, that repeat that I showed you there's so many layers, right? You can see there's JPEG, PNG, PDF standard, PDF print. So you just select the PDF print document. In the Pro version, you can also use CMYK. This is for professional printing, but you can still work around that when you start editing back in Illustrator and in InDesign. You can still create documents that are CMYK documents. You don't have to worry about that too much. So I just wanted to explain that so that you guys know, flexibility when you're using the Pro trial for Canva. And it's simply just saving your documents, whatever you had been working on from Canva to, and then reworking them in Illustrator or InDesign. Yeah, and then Illustrator is the only one that you can use that color transform tool, because sometimes you really don't want to go and recreate the whole collection, recolor the whole collection. Wow. Yeah, guys, this video has been quite long, I believe, but I've explained everything and hopefully it recorded well. Sometimes it struggles to connect every audio. So hopefully it recorded well. And make sure you join my Affinity class. You're going to learn so much. Some of the stuff that I've explained here, I explained further in the Affinity class, and you will start to understand them better as you learn how to create designs in Affinity, surface designs in Affinity. Yeah, guys, definitely excited to be seeing you in the class. Make sure you sign up. Sign up is very simple. It's using PayPal, registration by PayPal. So you shouldn't have a problem. And the website, everything is just a simple process because we transact through PayHip. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.